So in the therapy world, there are many, many letters, many things that are 3 letters long, and IFS is one of them. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about what IFS is and how it may or may not be helpful for you. So IFS stands for Internal Family Systems, which is a little bit misleading because there's no family in the room. We're not doing family therapy. It's internal family systems. So it's all about what's going on inside of yourself. And I think it's really easy to think about it as like parts work. And so all of us have parts. It doesn't make us have multiple personalities, it's just parts. And for example, there is a part of me that really wants to stay in tonight with some Netflix and some ice cream and just hang out. And there's another part of me that feels like, well, I got the invite, and if I don't go, then nobody will invite me the next time. And then maybe there's another part of me that's like reminding me of how socially anxious I get and how terrible parties are for me. And all these parts are pretty consistent. Like, I know these parts. They interact with me pretty regularly. And sometimes one of the reasons that we can kind of be distressed, if you will, or having a hard time is because our parts and ourselves are not really getting along. They're not really playing well together. So the part of me that wants to go out and have a great time always takes over, and I'm actually not sleeping enough, and I'm not taking good care of myself, and I'm really depleted. Or maybe the part that wants to eat ice cream and do Netflix is taking over. And so the goal is to form a relationship with all of these parts of ourselves, understand what they need from us and how we need to show up for them, and then eventually how we need them to show up for us. So if you picture like all these parts are on a bus, we don't really want one of these parts driving the bus, like the Netflix ice cream gal. She's always going to take us to the ice cream aisle. We want to be driving the bus, and we want all these parts sitting in the bus having a say and getting to interact with us, but we want to be in charge. And so IFS therapy looks like kind of a weird imaginary landscape where you're often interacting with your parts, finding out where they came from, what they need, how they're doing, and then figuring out a way for them to all sit on the bus together and get along, hopefully somewhat harmoniously.